ask the question you're not supposed to ask. Are there legitimate health concerns?
A group of scientists, doctors, environmental organizers, and concerned citizens got together and they called for the urgent stop to the deployment of 5G. They said that it's been proven harmful to human bodies, that this is an experiment on humanity, and that this should be called a crime under international law.
If 4G is already doing some of this, how much more potentially dangerous will 5G be, and why?
Well, here's what's really dangerous about 5G. I mean, it's being sold to us as super awesome, but the downside is that with this rollout, it will be impossible to exist in a city or to walk outside without being exposed. There's going to be a cell tower in front of every few houses, and this means that your personal choices, whether or not you personally use a cell phone or hold it 10 inches away from your head, that cannot escape you from your radiation exposure. And the fact is, the government is completely not jumping on the ball. I mean, because of the Telecommunications Act of 1996, which says that no state or local government can regulate the placement of any cell towers, regardless of environmental effects.
Right.
That has really laid the groundwork for this toxic infrastructure.
Kelly Prime's son Kyle was just 10 years old when he was diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2016. 5 months later, Kyle's friend and classmate Mason Ferrulli developed brain cancer.
14 hours to get the tumor out, and he had 5 weeks of inpatient rehabilitation. He had to learn to walk, talk, eat, everything all over again.
2 more kids at the school were diagnosed this year.
At what point are you saying, we ought to take a close look at the school here?
The moment that I found out that Mason had been diagnosed.
Whenever you hear of cases of cancer in a child, obviously that itself is alarming. When there's several cases in one school, that's even more alarming.
Do you believe the oncologists who say cell towers can't cause cancer?
I believe that everybody wants to believe our government. I've looked into his eyes and I've looked at the fear that he has as a 9-year-old facing something, asking me, Mom, am I going to die? It would push you to fight as well. It would push any parent to fight. I won't stop until it's done, until that thing is gone.
5G is a weapon. It's used by the military. Do you know these 5G millimeter wave technologies are used to scatter crowds? You know, they drive up in this technology when they want to scatter a cloud, and they put out these frequencies, and people scatter because they get the feeling their skin is on fire. Because the human body, including the skin, is an antenna. It interacts with frequencies, and it receives and transmits information.
These are extremely dangerous readings of radio frequency radiation going through my body.
There are going to be boxes broadcasting 5G, this weapon, down every street, all over the world. You're talking phenomenal numbers of these boxes.
Across the street is the cell phone tower. All right, so I'm in line of sight of the cell phone tower right here. And you can see I have the meter set to peak. And I'm getting peak readings. It almost overloads the meter. When it goes to 1, that's an overload. So we're at roughly 1,500 to 2,000 microwatts per square meter. And you can see the radio frequency meters pointing right at the cell phone tower. Now, watch what happens when I walk in back of the bank building. So now the cell phone tower is being blocked by the building, but I'm still picking up 50 to 75 microwatts per square meter, and the radio frequency radiation is not going around the building, it's going through the building. And this is my concern for people who work inside this building. I'm standing behind solid brick walls here, and I'm still picking up 60 to 80 microwatts per square meter. Biological effects are said to start at 3.4 to 6 microwatts per square meter.